I know you're a big sports fan. This is the one you probably had the most fun with.
Absolutely.
So let's get into this. First round matchup, you had Bill Mazeroski's Game 7 home run over Max Talbot's 2 goals in Game 7 for the Penguins.
Here's my thought process on that. When they start having an annual reenactment for Talbot's 2 goals, then I'll vote for that one. But until then, they're meeting every October at the spot where the wall was and playing the audio. So
I feel bad for Max on this because otherwise that would be like the Game 7 moment. He just happens to live in a city where we have a better one.
Exactly.
Yeah, and plus it did win the World Series.
It did.
Although he had 2 and Maz only had 1. So
first time it ever won a World Series.
Yeah.
Then.
You don't win Game 7 without either guy,
True.
right? All right. So this was a tough one, right? The Immaculate Reception, you have that going over James Harrison's pick 6.
Yeah, I mean, that was tough because, I mean, Harrison almost looked like he ran about 250 yards just to get the 100 yards down the field. So, but, I mean, the Immaculate Reception is the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah, I would have gone, no offense, I would have gone with James Harrison because I have to interview him.
That's true.
Yeah, and he scares me more than Franco.
Yeah, Franco's nice.
Yeah.
Comes across scary.
I would have abstained, but we had Mario versus Sydney in round 1. Brutal first-round matchup.
Spent so much time on that.
Who'd you go with?
I went with Mario.
Thinking
Is without Mario, there probably wouldn't have been a Sydney.
And what if Sydney gets a 3rd Stanley Cup championship?
Without Mario, there probably wouldn't have been a Sydney.
I like it. You're sticking to it. And then in an equally brutal matchup, you have, let's go over a couple of these. You have Roberto Clemente over Willie Stargell. I get that. Nothing against Pops, but Bobby is Bobby.
Real quick, though, Willie Stargell, my uncle was the team doctor for the Pirates for 20 years. Stargell gave me Stargell stars when I was 10 years old.
You picked against him.
And I still picked against him because Clemente is Clemente.
Jeez.
I tried to take the personal feelings out of it.
I admire that. I admire your commitment to objectiveness. I also think you're crazy if you knew Willie Stargell and had a Stargell star. All right, you had Jerome Bettis going over Heinz Ward. Hey, guy's got a WPXI show. Got to go with that.
Exactly, without a doubt.
Right. So, and a good guy. You have Megan Klingenberg, our soccer extraordinaire star, versus Swin Cash, one of our basketball extraordinaire stars. I agree with that one. Megan's done more lately. Now, this is the one that I was really thinking you would enjoy. The Terrible Towel in the church pews. What was the thinking?
The thinking was just known because I asked a couple people when I was filling this out. I'm like, Terrible Towel church pews. And 3 people had to ask me what the church pews were. Now, I know what the church pews are. Every golf fan in the world knows what the church pews are. But Terrible Towel, I mean, you get the troops taking the Terrible Towel overseas with them and waving it and sending it back. They can't really take the sand from the church pews, so I went with
that's good reasoning, although I think we're kind of a little bit discounting the church pews and how awesome they are. And then you've got, this was a good one, Tony Dorsett's Heisman Trophy versus Jerome Lane's dunk. I got to go with the Heisman.
This was personal for me. 5 years old, I got a picture with Dorsett because my uncle's roommate was the starting guard for the Pitt Panthers. Got a picture with Dorsett. It's always had a special meaning for me.
So did the Stargell family out there. He went with the personal connection and with the Tony Dorsett pick, but not Willie Stargell. All right, round 2, as picked by WPXI Scott Harbaugh, you've got the Bill Mazeroski home run versus the Immaculate Reception. Good luck with that, people. Mario versus Clemente. Good luck with that. Jerome Bettis and Megan Klingenberg. I think we know where that one's going. And the Terrible Towel versus Tony Dorsett's Heisman. Who do you like coming out of the sports region in the Burke bracket?
Since it's hockey season and the Penguins are doing well right now, I'm going to go with Mario.
See, here's what I think. This is a brutal bracket up top. So I'm going to pick whoever comes out of that region.
To win the whole thing?
Well, I just think Mario has to go through Sydney, Clemente, and then maybe the Immaculate Reception or Maz's home run. I don't think he's going to have anything left for the Terrible Towel.
It's probably way too much to go through.
So your final 4 is, and let's be clear about this, Michael Keaton in the People region.
And that's a dark horse.
Yes. You've also got
the Furries.
The Furries. In the culture region, in the food region, who did we have? Potato Patch Fries?
Potato Patch Fries.
And you've got Mario.
I got Mario coming out of sports.
So Mario versus Potato Patch Fries, Furries versus Batman.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
You got an idea who wins the whole thing? Who gets the first annual Berg Bracket Championship?
I'm going to go Mario.
You think Mario?
Yeah, I think he's going to muscle it out.
I think the Furries.
Think the Furries are going to upset it?
I think the Furries have a devoted fan base that is going to...
If the Furries win a Berg Bracket Challenge after only really being here for the last 10 years, that's impressive.
Do you want to anger the Furries?
I love the Furries.
I don't want to anger them.
Well, no, this is true.
I have an idea where they've been.
Stay on their good side and where they're going, too.
All right. Expert forecaster. He's got snow to get looking at. So, Scott, thanks so much. And we'll keep you updated on the Berg Bracket.
Appreciate it.
Upgroove.com. Also, download the app.